William Galbraith Rollo Stuart Brus, greatest author of my generation, GAOMG. Want to go over, I am the first and only known living descendant of Robert the Bruce, King of Scots, and I have all my Y-DNA that I published on my IG account under Naked Author. Everybody can copy and paste that, and you can see, put on chat GPT, and it'll tell you exactly who I am. No Michener, no Best, all Brus. Brus and then Butte, Stewart of Butte. That's who I am, and this is all my Y-DNA that proves it through my biggest roadblock right now is this dude, Alasdair MacDonald. He's the only one that I need him to validate, my descent from Robert the Bruce, King of Scots, and then all the way through his legitimate grandson, Robert II, and then through his other legitimate grandson, William Stewart of Fennock. And I have all the Y-DNA that proves it, and the University of Strathclyde proves it for me. This is, my Y-DNA, and this is the Stewarts right here. That's King Robert II. That's his, right here, goes down to his sons. And he has one son here. It's Alasdair Stewart, the Wolf of Badenoch. And that's going to be real important because his brother is Sir John Stewart, the Sheriff of Butte. And that's where I'm descended from. So they're brothers. This Alasdair Stewart and this Sir John Stewart, the Sheriff of Butte. And then he had his second son, William Stewart of Fennock, has his line right here that goes down to living Tim Stewart right now that we can confirm. He is a descendant, of Robert II through William Stewart of Fennock. That is my line, as well as the brother, Alasdair Stewart, the Wolf of Badenoch. I have confirmed we share our Y-DNA, and it's all through the Stewart of Butte and the intermarriages of Robert the Bruce, Brus, and Alan Fitz Flaad. And I proved it all publishing my Y-DNA, on my IG account, again under Naked Author. And then this proves it as well, is that I have the Y14197 that you have to have, and I have all the proof in writing from confirmed Stewarts of Butte, from the Alasdair, or the Wolf of Badenoch, who's the brother of who I'm descended from, William, the brother of Sir John Stewart, the Sheriff of Butte, and then his son, William Stewart of Fennock. So this is just confirming from a living Stewart right now today, who responded this way on December 22nd, 2023. This is from a person named Paul Thompson. Again, his surname is not Stewart, but he is all Stewart. My surname, I'm not Michener, I'm not Best, I'm all Stewart of Butte, and before that, all Brus, and all Brus all the way down. That's my main block tree, and the Stewarts have their main block tree because they're descended from Alan Fitz Flaad. I'm descended from Robert the Bruce, and before the Bruce, he descends from Rollo, and I have all of that proof. So anyway, this is a written proof, again, that I am directly to descendants of Alasdair Stewart, the Wolf of Badenoch. So, dear Jason, I'm one of the admins of Alasdair Stewart. Here, you can see this. Alasdair Stewart, the Wolf of Badenoch, and I was intrigued by your BY11979. That's your Y-DNA. You have to have these very particular Y-DNA. They're called SNPs, and it takes all this, like centuries of Y-DNA interbreeding for you to have this very important SNP. You either have it or you don't, so anyway, I have it, and but I can't find you as a match. There's 4 to 5 of us, including myself, and none of us have the surname Stewart. We share a marker with the men in the group, all called Stewart, from the 1500s. So sometime between then and the 1700s, our ancestors started to change their surnames to either Robertson, Lang, and then now we know Michener. But I am no Michener, and neither are they. Those are all Stewarts as well. So that really, should help a lot of people if they're confused, like why surnames get changed throughout history for all types of reasons, But your Y-DNA is who you are. So that's just one confirming it, and here's another one. And I've published all of these as well, on my site here. Here's another one confirming right here. This is, and these are administrators. Anybody can go on Family Tree DNA to the Stewart of Wolf. All the reporters, you can contact these guys. They're administrators. Ask them, do you share BY11979 with the Jason Michener? Like, yeah, they do. I have proof of it, and we have the correspondence that I also have proof of. So they're just, this guy's saying, like, I've reviewed your kit, and I see you ordered the big Y700. I also see on Family Finder that you have a third to fifth Stewart cousin. So my cousin is a surname Stewart, and he's a Royal Stewart from Butte. I'm his cousin, his real biological cousin, and I have a different surname, but I am a Stewart of Butte, and I have all the DNA that shows it through William Stewart of Fennock. And this is my written proof as well. And it talks about it, and I've published it as well. All reporters or journalists, you can go and contact the administrators of Alasdair Stewart, the Wolf of Badenoch, and you can see right here, these guys were brothers. Alasdair Stewart is the brother of Sir John Stewart, the Sheriff of Butte. Like, no wonder we share, Y-DNA. We're both descended from the grandson, the legitimate grandson of Robert the Brus, through his daughter, Marjorie Brus, is King Robert II, the first Stuart king. So I have Y14197 that's confirmed by the biggest roadblock right now, legitimizing my descent from Robert the Brus, is Alasdair MacDonald at the University of Strathclyde. So I need everybody's help to contact him, to verify, to get him. He's the only person stopping me from validating who I really am. I'm not going to die a fake Michener or anything like that. So I have the proof in writing from my other Alasdair the Stewart, and I have a living cousin. That's my cousin. He's a Stewart just because I have a funky last name. What are you guys doing? Like, I have the proof, everything, and the DNA. Y14197. That is me. And they have like their key conclusion snips too. The only one they have are these Bruces of Clackman. They don't have any of my Brus descent. And the Bruces of Clackman are all descended from a cousin of Robert the Brus, not directly from Robert the Brus like I am. And I have all the Y-DNA to prove it. I mean, this right here, you can go on. This is Robert the Brus's fingerprint. It comes from DF27, like the Iberian Peninsula, and then it goes to FG78762. That's his footprint for the Brus line. So you can be descended from one of those Brus lines, and you could be further down. You're like a cousin, from the Brus. I come directly from Robert the Brus, and all my Y-DNA, including my confirmed SNPs by Alasdair MacDonald at the University of Strathclyde, proves it. So this is Robert the Brus. And the Clackmannan, again, these are the ones that they've like verified, and they all come from that footprint, the FG 78762 right there. And then this is the Clackmannans right here. This right here, FTB, the 131 whatever right here. And before that, this is a cousin. There I am again. I have another line from Robert the Brus. Before that, right here, this is my line right from Robert the Brus, King of Scots. Not a cousin or anything, directly from the king. And so again, the Clackmannans are after my line. And I have another line again that confirms my strength in the Brus, lineage, family, everything. And I have one after that, right after the Clackmannan again. So my line is directly from Robert the Brus, King of Scots, and then it converges through his legitimate grandson, Robert II. And I have all the proof. I have all the Y-DNA. It's all published on my Instagram account. All reporters, you can contact these dudes, and you can see all of these confirmed SNPs right here. That's me right here, Y14197, and that is right here from William Stewart of Fennock, who's the legitimate son of Sir John Stewart, Sheriff of Bute, who's the brother of Alexander Stewart, the Wolf of Badenoch, who I share BY11979, because we're both descended from King Robert II. So all my Y-DNA, that you can't make up DNA. It is what it is. I'm no Michener. I'm no Best. I am all Brus and then Stewarts, all through intermarriage. And it's such a beautiful story. I published it, on my Instagram account. And it just is, it's so amazing. It tells so many stories of so many warrior families and everything. Scotland, the soul of Scotland, everything. It's just amazing. I mean, this is the proof. I have it. And I'm related to my cousin. You're going to tell me my living cousin that's a Stewart? We're cousins. How are we, if we're third to five cousins, this all makes sense. Tim Stewart, look, Tim Stewart's right here. My cousin is right here. And then 3 to 5, that just means you're 3 generations of the same parent, the same father, So 1 would be William Stewart, 2, his father, Sir John, and then 3, King Robert II. So 3 to 5th cousin is totally, we come from Robert II, the first Stuart king of Scotland. And the proof is here. It's here. Like, go on the University of Strathclyde. You can see them confirming my lineage. It's done. So the only thing we're waiting on now is Alasdair MacDonald. He's the only person that's my roadblock, keeping me from validating who I am. So help me, man, tell the world who I really am, who I always know and have known who I am inside. There's, a will, a fight in me that is like none other. So cheers.